What is Actuators? How to integrate Actuators in our application? How Actuators will be helpful to a developer? We are going to see in this video. Hi everyone, this is Harish. Welcome to my channel. What is Spring Actuators? Spring Actuators is an outbox of endpoints that shows information of your running application. While you integrate the Actuators in your applications, by default, the Actuator endpoints will be enabled. The endpoints will give the information about your application, like the application is running in which kind of environment, how much of RAM utilization, how much of garbage collector is using the memory of CPU. You can trace the logs, you can trace the HTTP request, and so. For example, your application is set up in client end, but you want to do some debug about that application. Then you can use the Actuators plugin in your application. We'll have a look with an example. How to add Actuators in our application. It's just like adding of dependency. If you're using Maven, you can use the Maven dependency, or if you're using Gradle, you can use the Gradle dependency of Actuators. By default, the endpoints will be enabled. Let's have a look. In the previous video, I have explained about the sample REST service example. In the same example, I am going to add the Actuators dependency, and I am going to start the server. Yeah, server gets started. Okay. To check the status of our application is up or not, we can trace our application details of health using Actuators/health. It gives you the information of the current application status is up or not using the Actuators/health endpoint. We have metrics endpoint, which will give you the information. Okay. By default, health as well as info of our application will be enabled. Remaining all will be disabled due to security. Now we can try the info of our application. It will give the information of our application, which we have mentioned in the property file. By default, only info as well as health will be enabled. Now I am making enable all endpoints of Actuators through the application.property file. I am making all endpoints of Actuators enable by using the property of management.endpoint.web.expose.include equals to star. It will make all the endpoints enable. Now we can access the information of the endpoints. It's just like I am disabling the security. Just for understanding, I have disabled this, but we can able to view the security for the particular logins to access the information of Actuators endpoints. Here I am going to restart the server again. The server get restarted. We'll have a look of metrics, which gives information of the metrics will give information of the current JVM memory max. What is the garbage collector information? How much JVM memory has been used? You can see here total 33 names are there, which is the endpoints of metrics. For example, I want to access the information of JVM memory used. You can copy this. You can give the endpoint of Actuators metrics and what kind of information you want to access. Currently I am accessing JVM memory used. You can hit, you can get how much of memory has been used by the JVM. Here my JVM has used this much of memory in bytes. We can get the metrics information of how much system CPU count. Total 36 endpoints is there under the metrics. We can check the environment, which kind of environment we are using. Here it will give the information of PC information which we are using. Here the Java is running in JRE 201. You get to what kind of OS, where the JVM has been located, and so on information. You can access through the environment. You can trace the hits which has been hitted previously to your application by using HTTP trace, which will give you the information of lost hits to your application. Here previously we have accessed the env environment. Before that we have accessed the metrics/jvm/ Previous that we have access metrics slash JVM not memory used. Previous that we have used the metrics. This kind of informations we can access. For example, now I'm going to hit the welcome page. Welcome. Welcome YouTube. Now I have entered the URL of welcome. If you refresh this, you will get the URL which we have entered last time. So you can see here we have entered the welcome page. It's a get method, and you can see the responses. If any exceptions will come, it will not return the 200 success message. Based upon that, we can able to track the information of our application. In metrics, you will get so many of information. For example, any heap memory exception is occurred, we can able to track using the how much of JVM memory has been utilized. What is the max JVM memory? What are the beans has been invoked in our application in our Spring container? We can use the endpoint of /beans, which will give information of current beans which are contained in the Spring container. You can see the information of beans. In the same, what are the caches are there? Currently, how many caches has been managed by the application, and you can see any scheduled task has been there in your application. You can check the how many schedules are running backside of your application. You can track this record. Actuators will help you to track the records of your application, which will helpful if the application is in client end, which is not in our local environment. If it is in some other environment, the actuators will be very useful. In actuators, this many of endpoints has been available. In description, I will add the actuators link, which you can go through each endpoint. You'll get more information about actuators. Thanks for watching my video.